A few minutes ago, I get a phone call from my friend, and you know how I answered it? I answered it like this: How do I know why you're calling? And of course, it was about Voxtur hitting 18 cents. So, what do we have so far? So, from the bottom, but by the way, congratulations to the ones that sold at the bottom. 7 cents in February. The stock is now up 157%. You know, it never amazes me how willing some people are to give up something so valuable for so little money. It never amazes me. But now, this recent movement has, from the bottom here, everything to do with the press release about Voxtur announcing the sale of half of Blue Water. That was a wake-up call for people. And then the movement that is happening this week, I would say it's 100% correlated with the report that I released. The 20-page report on Voxtur. If you read it, you read it. If you didn't read it, sign up for my free mailing list, link in the description below, and I will send it to you. And I am getting calls all day long from all kinds of people. And as I said, they're blown away. I knew they were going to be blown away because so few people understand all the moving pieces and all the businesses that Voxtur has. That's why I was on the call. What made me write it is that there was an investor interested to learn about Voxtur on Friday. And so I organized a call between the investor and Gary and one other person. And from that call, I was like, there's no way this guy understands any of it. Any of it. It's just so confusing. And you are on a call for an hour. You leave that call and you're like, I don't understand anything. I don't understand what they do. So then I was like, I have to now write a report, detailed report about the upside, each business unit, how the distribution that they have will be. Like, I just needed to do it. And when I was started to write it on Friday, I sat in front of a computer for like 2 hours. And I didn't know how to start. I was like, how do I start it? How do I make it so that people understand? It's just like I wanted to cry because I didn't know how to start. And eventually I got through that. And I even called few people from Voxtur, and I'm like, I don't know how to write it. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't know how to start. And then I don't know what made it click. But, after I started rolling, it just kind of came together. But it probably took 40 hours to write this. So again, I suggest you read it. Sign up for my list. If you didn't get it, read it. But the thing is, like, you have to understand also how massive this opportunity is. And now that my report is now circulating around. I would say it's probably in thousands of people's hands. I emailed it myself to 500, and probably another 1,000 read it because people are sharing it. And I'm getting calls left and right, emails. I'm blown away, like from investment bankers, from brokers, like serious people are reaching out and asking me about this company. And so now it's like, think about what's going to happen when more people want to get in, and people with money. I'm not talking about you and me with, few $1,000s here and there. People with money they will want to come in. And also, they can't stay on this exchange. 90% of the revenues are from the US. They're not going to stay at this exchange. Maybe this is the right time to make that move now. I don't know. But what happens when more people are going to get involved? They go to a different exchange. The debt is gone. They become cash flow positive. Like, the stock can be a rocket, okay? And so that's what I'm thinking, right? What's going to happen? I think it's just the beginning. And also, when the stock is moving, more people are paying attention because people love to chase, right? And if let's say the stock is moving, the valuation is higher, this opens up more avenues because now your stock becomes a currency. I mean, we're not like acquiring companies because we were in the process of divesting things to pay off debt. But when your stock is higher and moving higher, it opens up possibilities. If you need to raise some money because you need to buy yourself some time, now people want to give you money. If you see there's an acquisition that can be accretive, now you have options to do this, right? People start throwing money at you when your stock is moving and it becomes interesting, right? When stock is going down and nobody wants to touch you, like, you don't have any options. But when the opposite happens, miracles happen, right? So now more and more people are like, oh, the stock is moving. I need to make a move. I need to jump on it, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. So, yeah. I don't know. I got nothing else to say. But here's one last thing. I don't want to hear anybody talking about very soon or even right now, oh, I need the stock to go to this level to break even. Well, hold on a second. You just had an opportunity to average down at 7 cents, I'm talking Canadian, 7 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents. You could have bought as many shares as you wanted. It was unlimited, right? Sellers. Now, if you didn't do that, now whose fault is it? Who's mine or yours? If you didn't do that. Now, even the same at this level, right? Whose fault is it going to be when you need the stock to reach $1 to break even? Whose fault is it? Because when I introduced this stock to MCE members, it was at 40 cents, right? You could have bought it then, you could have bought it higher, you could have bought it lower. And you had so much time to accumulate at 7 cents, 8 cents. So I don't want to hear that the stock has to reach a certain level. If you didn't average down, maybe you need to find a financial advisor and not handle your own money. Because if you can't do that, well, then you can't be helped. Anyway, that's it. I'm signing off.